just a gift. I just happened to look in the drawer.
You didn't happen to find that necklace, Sharon.
My name isn't Sharon.
I know your name isn't Sharon. I was thinking
This
of that
is pretend.
next-door neighbor over there who lives next to the Clarks. Oh,
It's
we have to make believe now?
It's Wavin.
Jane Seymour, Hart Bachner, and Leonard Nimoy star in Hemingway's The Sun Also Rises, a USA premiere event, tomorrow at 9, 8 Central.
You're watching USA, America's all-entertainment network.
No, these are only the preliminary negotiations. Logan Swift, Alicia, and myself. Logan has decided to keep Dr. Engler under wraps until terms are agreed on. Yes, Grafton, I'll try to find out more about the formula, but I can't guarantee anything. Meanwhile, I want you to keep your eyes open. I want you to see if you can find out where he's keeping Dr. Engler. Well, if you find out anything at all, get back to me immediately. All right, bye-bye. Morning, you. Slept late?
Well, I wasn't really sleeping. I was up there thinking.
Oh? About what?
I have a confession to make. Yesterday, I should have told you when you brought it up, but it's not that easy for me, to be honest.
What are you talking about?
You know that necklace I was wearing? It was a birthday gift.
Oh.
From Logan, 5 years ago.
I know.
Yes, Millie, would you come into my office for a moment, please? Come in. Just a few last-minute things. I'm going to be spending most of the day at Logan Swift's office. You have the number?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Now, if the modeling agency calls, tell them that we need both girls and we need them here at 9:30 in the morning. I would also like to get the Norton account completed by this afternoon. You just put the papers on my desk and I'll sign them when I get back. Oh, by the way, speaking of desks, there was a sheet of paper here last night. I was wondering if you had seen it.
Oh, was it important?
Well, no. It was a personal note, really. Just the name Geraldine with a phone number underneath
Oh,
it.
that. Well, I thought you might need it later, so I went ahead and typed up a little index card and filed it on your Rolodex.
Oh, well, that's very efficient of you, but where did you file it?
Well, under S, of course. Oh, will there be anything else, Miss Van Dyne?
No, thank you, no. That's all, Millie.
All right.
How could she possibly know that it was Geraldine Saxon? Unless... that's who it is. Shelley Franklin? My receptionist is Shelley Franklin?
Chief, I know. I've had a few elections to deal with myself. But look, I'm less concerned with who gets credit for this than I am with just getting this guy out of circulation. All right, fine. Fine, thanks.
So the politics of law enforcement never changes, does it?
Yeah, the Wellington elections are in 2 months from now. The chief there is concerned that, well, it won't look good for his record if we solve this case.
Really? I'm not even sure following Preacher Emerson to God knows where is a case.
I know, but we just can't pass it up.
You really think something might come out of this empty office with this invisible secretary?
I don't know, Cal. I don't know. But I'm having one of the chief's men meet us there with a search warrant just in case.
And suppose the entire thing turns out to be just a waste of time?
Well, then you can go undercover with what's-her-name.
Lindbergh Loretta Bundy. Yeah. As a
Yeah.
matter of fact, it's okay with you. I'd like to start that assignment next week.
I bet you would, yeah. Well, you give me a few days to think about that, huh? Lindy Bundy, what a name. Hooker turned fence.
Well, the word is that their father was crazy about aviation. He never learned how to fly, so he named his daughters Lindbergh and Richthofen. What can I tell you?
You guys ready for a little heavy-duty action?
Yes, we are, preacher. This better not be a wild goose chase. All right?
No. Well, what'd you do? Look at the card in the jewelry box? Why didn't you trust me?
Why didn't you tell me the truth in the first place?
Because I didn't think it was important. It wasn't like I was going to wear the damn thing.
Well, I didn't even know you had owned it until Logan got here.
It was just a gift. I just happened to look in the drawer and...
You didn't happen to find that necklace.
I don't want to talk about
All right,
this.
then let's talk about something else, shall we? Let's talk about honesty.
Honesty.
Yeah.
You want me to be honest and straightforward?
Of course I do.
Well, then I guess I better tell you where I'm going this morning.
All right, where are you going?
To see Logan.
You know, of course, that I'm meeting him this afternoon.
I know.
All right, I just want you to promise me that you'll do nothing to endanger the Dr. Engler negotiations.
I wouldn't do anything to affect any of your business negotiations.
Good. I'll see you this evening, then.
Aren't you going to try to stop me?
Why should I?
Well, I just thought you'd try.
No. I would, however, appreciate if you told me why you're going to go see him.
Well, you're not going to believe this, but I'm going to help you.
Mike Carr wants us to go over everything we know about Maxine Burton's murder and the killing of Calvin's informant.
Right, and see if we can come up with the reason why the same person would want to kill both of them.
It's not going to be easy.
Now, as far as I know, the only connection between the two crimes was that the same weapon was used in both
A
instances?
specially crafted target pistol, custom built, and we don't know who the maker was yet.
All right, all right. Well, then I think we should approach the problem from a different angle.
I'm certainly open to suggestion.
Well, the police are taking the standpoint of the weapon, so I think that we should draw up a psychosocial profile of both the victims and see if, even in the most minute way, that their paths cross.
It's hard to believe they would have.
I know, I know. I already told Nancy that Maxine's killer must have been someone that she knew and trusted. Now, how are we possibly going to connect that with an underworld hit in Monticello?
Yes. Her name is Shelley Franklin, an actress I had the misfortune to represent a while back. And since she's presently living with Geraldine Saxon, it's no great deduction to assume that the Whitneys have placed a spy in my company. Yes, it is rather unsporting of them, isn't it? Just because I'm doing it doesn't mean that they have to return the favor. No. No, if they knew who you were, you would have been fired a long time ago. No. No, I have a better idea. I have decided to give the Whitneys exactly what they want. If they are looking for the informer in their organization, I see no reason not to give it to them. Relax. I'm not going to give them your name. I have somebody else in mind. Ciao.
Raven! Oh, this is a surprise. Come on, make yourself comfortable.
Thank you.
Expect to see your husband a little later. Sure didn't expect to see you. Is this visit related to the negotiations in any way?
Well, I just wanted to know why you decided to represent Engler.
Well, I'm an attorney. Why shouldn't I represent him?
Because you told me you didn't want to do this kind of thing anymore, that you wanted to have this passionate desire to work for the underdog, like Standing Elk.
Well, that's what Dr. Engler is, in a way.
Come off it, Logan. A scientist who owns his own chemical company is not one of the huddled masses.
He has a small company. Doesn't make him a member of the privileged class. Now, Dr. Engler is a very brilliant man, but, well, unworldly. And he has a product to sell, a product that in the right hands could be worth millions. I took him on as a client to make sure that he's not exploited by Whitney International or the Ultimix Group or anyone else.
Is that the only reason?
You know, the roof from which Watson was shot has got to be at least 50 feet off the ground. To use a .22 caliber pistol from that distance, that's our guy's got to be some terrific mark. Thinking maybe we shouldn't be limiting ourselves to underworld characters. What about a member of the Wellington College shooting team?
Is there such a thing?
Well, I don't know. We'll find out.
Oh, here. Sounds a little shaky.
Yeah, well, of course it's shaking. It leaves a lot of other questions unanswered, doesn't it?
Getting back to the professional killer, do you think maybe from out of town or out of state?
An out-of-town underworld hitman who's able to lure college students to their deaths, who can get them to leave in the middle of a meal, just doesn't make any sense.
Yes, well, that's what the people of Hamlin thought about the Pied Piper, and as I recall, he got the same results with a pipe.
Would you like me to put him down as one of our suspects?
No, thank you. No, I would like to remain on the task force.
Oh, there's got to be some other similarity between the two murders and just a .22 caliber pistol. You know, what if the guy who shot Maxine tried to get rid of the gun? He threw it away, and it was found by the man who eventually shot Watson. You see, even that's too far-fetched. The chance of that happening must be 1 in a million.
No. You may be onto something.
Oh, really? Tell me what it is.
No. What if the same gun was used by 2 different killers, but 2 different killers who knew one another?
Logan, I love Skylar Whitney, and I've grown to love Jamie, but I'm not in love with you anymore.
I understand the emotions you're wrestling with, Raven.
You've never understood me, Logan, and I'm not wrestling with anything as far as you're concerned.
You are, whether you admit it or not. It's the same thing I'm wrestling with and have been ever since I've seen you again. Old feelings, in spite of everything that's happened between us. There's something still there.
Well, maybe, but it's natural. It doesn't mean anything.
I'm as upset about it as you are. Everything reminds me of Kevin Jameson.
Don't you ever say anything like that to me again.
Someone has to say out loud what we're both thinking.
You said far too much. It made me realize that I made a big mistake, which I will not repeat again.
What if? What if?
No! No, Logan.
And yours very sincerely, Alicia Van Dyne. Damn, it looks like I'm never going to get to this meeting with all this extra work. Millie, would you go and get that Norton file for me? I have a very important phone call that I have to make.
Well, sure, I'll have it for you in just a jiffy.
Gunther? Yes, I'm glad I got a hold of you. It's Alicia. Yes, I know. You've been a very busy man lately. That's the reason that you're being paid so well. Yes, that's exactly why I called. Is there anything I need to know before I go into this meeting with Logan and Sky?
I spent 2 hours in the cold for this.
Relax, Biddle, man. We got here as fast as we could.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Bring the search warrant?
I got it right here.
Look, it's any consolation to you. I know how you feel, but unless our departments work together, we're not going to get anywhere now, are we? Please don't make things worse than they are.
I'm telling you, we're too late.
What? What's wrong?
Everything's gone. That's what's wrong. I mean, this place is as empty as it was the first time Jody and I saw it.
Sorry I'm late.
Mr. Whitney, Well, if you're looking for Raven, she left a while ago.
No, I'm here to conduct business. I'm not here looking for my wife.
No, my fault. Can I get you anything?
Let's just get to it, shall we?
All right, let's get down to business. Well, in discussing the matter with Dr. Engler, we both decided that it would be in his best interest to sell his company as well as the bioplastic process.
Which is precisely the agreement that I had with the doctor originally.
Well, I don't doubt that, Mr. Whitney. However, in the interest of fair play, Dr. Engler has decided that he was perhaps a bit hasty in offering the process to a single buyer.
He certainly was.
You know, I'm curious about something.
What's that?
Well, if what you're describing is an accurate representation of Dr. Engler's attitude, then why did he bring his process exclusively to Whitney International in the first place?
Well, let's just say that whatever the doctor's interests were, he has since been more enlightened.
By you and Miss Van Dyne?
No, by me.
Well, then, I've got an idea. Why do we have to limit this just to two companies? Why don't we have an open auction? Let any manufacturing company in the world bid on his formula.
Well, it'd be far too cumbersome, take far too long. Dr. Engler would like the matter settled as soon as possible. And considering the competitive spirit that seems to exist between Whitney International and the Ultimax Group, Dr. Engler and I feel that an auction between the two companies would be very fair to his interests.
And the phone's disconnected, which doesn't surprise me at all.
Come on, Stone, you've been pulling at my coattails since we left Monticello. Now, you're starting to get on my nerves.
It turns out I had good reason to, doesn't
you calm down? Now, we knew before we left that this might not work out right. What's behind this door?
Wait a second. Something's different about this door, Chief.
What do you mean different?
What are you talking about? It looks like a normal door.
That's because you didn't see it before. It opens another way now.
What do you mean?
Well, these hinges are brand new.
There's nothing unusual about that.
You don't understand. There was nothing wrong with the old ones.
Wait a second. These hinges are brand new, too. Uh-oh. It's been wired from one to the other. Burglar alarm?
On an inside door, Chief. Something down here looks like plaster. This hinge has been wired also. What the hell's going on?
For crying out loud, you don't wire a hinge for a burglar alarm.
Check the sawdust on the floor. This window has just been wired in recently. Now, we gotta figure out why.
I'll tell you why, preacher. We just walked into a giant booby trap.
All right. Let's go over this one more time just to make sure we all understand one another. We agree that the Ultimax Group and Whitney International are to be the sole participants in the bidding. We also understand that Dr. Engler's company is going to be for sale as well as the plastics process. Each of you will be given an opportunity to bid the second time if the opening bids are refused by Dr. Engler and myself.
You?
Dr. Engler has given me power of attorney.
Very trusting of him.
The privilege of first bid will be determined by coin toss. Now, are these the rules as you understand them? And you agree to abide to these rules?
Yes, I agree to abide by the rules. If Dr. Engler's process proves viable, then the Ultimax Group will bid on it and the chemical company.
Mr. Whitney?
Whitney International agrees to the terms.
I have some information for you somewhere. I think it's over here. That you can look over.
Thank you.
Mr. Whitney.
Wait a minute. This is a copy of the same document that Engler has already given me. I need more information than this. Also, I'm going to insist that Dr. Engler himself be a participant in any further negotiations.
Well, fine. I'll call him immediately. We can set up a meeting. Now, if you'll excuse me.
times, huh? The proxy fight?
That's why you didn't just steal the formula for yourself. You wanted this.
Of course, Guy. I've waited a long time for a rematch. Now I have it.
You know, this door could have been wired to explode the minute we walked in here. But whoever did that, they wanted to make sure we were all inside together at once, so I figured maybe the door opened and closed. That's what armed the explosive charge.
Well, if that's true, then there probably would be trembler switches connected to the circuit, which means nobody should touch any of these doors or windows, or maybe even the walls.
Yeah, the phones were disconnected, so we can't call for help.
Preacher, come on, don't you know something about this? Isn't there any way to circumvent these wires?
Chief, electronics is my bag, not demolition.
Well, I guess that's it then, isn't it? Here we are. Right in the middle of a gigantic bomb.
The search for high-quality television classics ends right here on USA. Stay tuned for the longest-running daytime drama on television, Search for Tomorrow, next.
Me to put him down as one of our suspects? I'll do it.
No,
Pied
thank
Piper.
you. No, thank you. I'd like to remain on the task force.
There's got to be some other similarity between the two murders than just a .22 caliber pistol. Listen, what if the gee? It's not a gee, it's a guy. The gee.
No, Guy was on the show a while ago. He was nice. French, handsome.
Did you drop a line there?